An Oldies Music Guide. Chapter 1. Oldies music is anything over 3 years old. Find Oldies at youtube.com/@topcultureetv. He's got about 7 playlists of the number 1 and 2 songs of every month of every decade since the 1960s. Find your favorite songs, then convert them YouTube to MP3 one by one. Oldies at Smurfstool's Oldies Music Time Machine. Sammy at youtube.com/@smurfstools. Oldies Music Time Mock has at least 10 playlists, each with 100 hard-to-find oldie songs. You can download them with any YouTube to MP3 program. Find forgotten oldies on YouTube. You could type in Daoop, Soul, or go by year starting in 1961 like 1961 music, 1961 hits. Useful info at web.archive.org/web/20162859/https://oldiesmusic.com/links.htm. He lists old-time artists and has links on the left. Oldies record stores. Vinyl record stores still exist. Type Oldies record store near me into a search engine. Try Yelp.com. Other than that, everything is on YouTube. Find it, then convert it to MP3 or MP4. Find a vinyl record store. Vinylworld.org. Click the 3-pronged equal sign in the upper right corner, then click Record Stores. Vinylworld.org/record-stores. rrrecords.ca. Retro Revolution Records. Select sounds.ca. taz-records.myshopify.com. Revo Records. revorecords.com. ebay.com. Music by decade at kali.org/en/arts/music/styles/by_decade. Subcategories: 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s. Oldies music websites at musicamounts.org/search/search.cgi?search=oldies. writeytogo.com/guide/shag-scene-of-north-myrtle-beach, Judy's House of Oldies, specializing in beach music, oldies, Carolina dance music and shag. angelfire.com/pa/amusic, Frank's Music and Oldies, original MIDI compositions pages and oldies sequences page. angelfire.com/music2/wonderreview, song lyric links, a collection of links to country, gospel, oldies, and rock lyrics. angelfire.com/music3/glottery, Gloria's Memory Lane polka MIDI files, animated fun page, polka and oldies memory lane. bracingpep.com, remembering then with Case and Pep, download or stream doo-wop, oldies, country, and big band, 1500 tunes. southernmusic.net, Southern Music Network. Brief paragraphs on notable and influential country, blues, jazz, gospel, and rock artists of the southern U.S., organized by decade from 1900 to 2000. history-of-rock.com, The History of Rock and Roll. Download favorite oldies while you read about how it all began. JesusMusicOlids.com, Jesus Music Oldies Radio, streaming online radio station featuring Jesus Music era groups and artists. palbamusic.com, Palba Records, features collectible rock, jazz, classical, and oldies on vinyl records, cassettes, and CDs. soulmanmusic.com, Soulman Music, Motown oldies, soul and R&B streaming audio, message board, and newsletter. Oldies music websites at rss.feedspot.com/oldies_music_rss_feeds. 2loud2oldmusic.com. doyouremember.com/category/stories/music. methylmainmary.wordpress.com. newreleasesnow.com/new-oldies-songs. oldgricat.blog. oldies1480.net/music-news rttnews.com/list/oldies-music.aspx seacoastoldies.com/category/oldies thevintagemusicblog.blogspot.com trueoldiesy100.com/oldies-news wmtram.com/shows/classic-oldies-news Oldies Music Podcasts at podcast.feedspot.com/oldies_music_podcasts Abra at hofreshair.com.au/episode iheart.com/podcast/962-Roger-Ashby-Oldies-show-8323737 joy.org.au/living-in-the-70s podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/bluemo podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/oliver-ek podcasts.apple.com/au/podcast/a-fresh-of-hyphen-breath-of-hyphen-warm-classic-id161865016 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/rockin-eddie-show/id13592938892 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/living-in-the-70s/id14865512884 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/the-podcast-oldies-show/id15627282330 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/sunday-night-oldies/id15426938821 podcasts.apple.com/dk/podcast/music-i-love/id15675898852 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/bluemo-soul-platform/id15169944438 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/60-that-explain-the-hyphen-that-hyphen-explain-the-hyphen-90s/id16352111340 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/the-Roger-Ashby-Oldies-show/id157044729 podcasts.apple.com/au/podcast/vinyl-on-chrome/id16111888120 podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/sit-in-with-cat/id15443059002 rockanddy.com sittingin-with-the-cat.libzn.com sbracre.com/podcast/sunday-night-oldies-4294943 sbracre.com/podcast/the-podcast-oldies-show-1870583 theringer.com/60-songs-that-explain-the-hyphen-the-90s youtube.com/@iheartradio youtube.com/@sandyk-presents-abra-0946 Oldies websites at www.archive.org/web/20165004/http://www.oldiesmusic.com/links2.htm 60smuseum The 60s Museum Catsfield.co.nz Billboard Top 40 Search Engine Everyhit.com UK lists Goldminemag.com Goldmine Magazine greenbookofsongs.com Green Book of Songs by Subject hitparadehall-of-fame.org Hit Parade Hall of Fame mrpopculture.com Pop Culture mrpophistory.com Mr. Pop History Nightlebooks.com Classic Movie Posters Polestar.com Polestar RealRadio.com Real Top 40 Radio Repository RockabillyHall.com www.Rockabilly Hall of Fame RockMusicTimeline.com Rock Music Timeline. Sheetmusicplus.com. thisdinmusic.com, number 1 songs by date. top40db.com, top 40 database. trueoldieschannel.com, True Oldies Channel. whatisthatsong.net. Oldies websites 1. alltimefavorites.com. zoomerradio.ca. looksmartoldies.com. accurateio.com/oldies. alaskagym.com/charts/genresinglay/oldies.asp. allbutforgottenoldies.net. allwnewyork.com/bands_oldies.html. angelfire.com/music3/daily-jukebox. answers.com/topic/oldies. dapache.com/oldies. doowop.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/oldies. 50sweb.com. foreveroldies.com. goldenoldies-records.com. jeffosretromusic.com. jesusmusicholdies.com. judashouseoffoldies.com. just-oldies.com. laurasmidiheaven.com/sheetmusicholdies.html. mikesoldies.com. Oldies websites 2. oldies.com. oldies.com. oldies.tuneforums.com. oldiesfun.com. oldiesmuseum.com. old-time.com/music/index.html. rodideo.com/webcasts/weboldies.htm. radiotower.com/oldies.html. surfmusic.de/format/oldies.html. terrificmusic.com. treasureislandoldies.com. vinylrecordscollector.co.uk.